At the end of this video, you have the opportunity to vote on which way this city is going to go. So be sure to watch all the way through the video to make sure what you're voting for, and I hope you enjoy the video. Hello everyone, my name is Prime, and welcome back to City Skylines. Yes, it is here, and yes, I know in Saturday's video I said it would be not this week but the following week, but I had a little bit of a breakthrough with settings, finally found what I wanted to do, so I figured why not record this quick little video. So this is going to be the Prime Harbor interactive city. Now you may ask, Prime, how are you going to do this? Well, you saw the little thing at the beginning of the video. At the end of this video, there will be a poll in the cards. There'll be two options. There, you can vote, and you guys are going to decide how this city progresses, and there's going to be some milestones. So it's going to be basically every video, as far as I can tell right now, there'll be a decision. So in this episode right now, if you guys, I'm just going to warn you, it's not going to be necessarily any building. It's going to be really just scouting out our initial block, because we are doing it the campaign mode, so we do have to worry about funding. And because the first main decision does rely on what you want to do, so we can't really start building yet, but we're going to do some planning because I had a request from the one and only Paulo Roos, and to do a harbor, or at least a city by the shore and sea line, and do like a big port if possible. Now, of course, I can't say no to that. So whether we actually are, I don't know where the starting tile is on this map, because we're starting with the Roslin Peninsula, and so we'll see where our starting tile is, and we'll kind of just do some scouting, and I'll just talk about some of the policies I'm going to put in place. That won't be part of the decision, so stay, if you want, skip to the end to make the decision if you don't want to stick through this, or of course stick through, kind of learn about what I'm going to be doing with this city. It's not going to be an overly long video, that's not the intention, just to kind of get things out of the way and get the first decision made. So without further ado, let's get into the city itself. Okay, so it just loaded in here. So it looks like we've got some water. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to kind of zoom out here. So this is where we're looking at. I'm going to get rid of this little window here. This is what we're looking at right now. So in the squares, obviously, for the people who may not know a lot about City Skylines, this is where we have to start building. We can't build outside of this. And as we kind of unlock and we go through the milestones, which if I go down to, that's a good overtop view. So this is where we can go once we unlock other tiles. In here, these are the milestones. So we have like Little Hamlet, Worthy Village, Tiny Town, Boom Town, Busy Town, Big Town, and so on and so forth. Each one unlocks different things. So mainly, and it's all population based. So we have to first reach a population of 460 citizens to do taxes, loans, do garbage, healthcare, campus, and stuff like that. And for those who are wondering, well, you can't have a city without certain things. Well, yes, I know. The simulation starts when you can actually unlock it. So we start off with 70,000 credits, or City Skylines bucks, or whatever. I'm just going to run normal time here. And moving around, but it looks like if I stay run out, it looks like we have a lot of coast. We're not too far this way, and we're really close to coastal things there, but we do have a little bit of a beach in here. And we got, of course, a nice highway and rail line in here, so hopefully we can maybe look into that eventually. So coming down into here, we can really only do roads right now, and look at, like, say, those are a couple things I have mod-wise installed. So really, there's not, because we can't even look at, but we can do like some of the information with the policies. So of course, we're going to call it Prime Harbor. And really, unfortunately, right now, without us building, can't really do anything. And you may ask, well, why don't you just start building? Because the first thing I am going to ask is, should we go green or greedy? Yes, I thought about that for a while. No, it's not the best thing ever I could have come up with. And let's see, actually, first of all, let's see how the in-game cinematic camera. Oh, there's random road. Okay, well, I'll just leave it on this while I talk a bit, or is it just going to do some weird stuff? Anyways, we're going to do green or greed. So at the end of the video, be sure to look for the card. There'll be a little graphic that I've designed there for that, so you can be careful of that. And I'm going to exit out of this. This is silly. I'll just kind of stay looking over here. So I also want to know in the comments, what are your ideas for this city? Now, the whole goal of what the kind of thing is revolving around is a coastal kind of port town / city. But do you want to see more, and there's going to be some other options obviously coming in further videos, but another main thing, and I want you just to put in comments down below, do you want to see what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see little pockets around of like little towns and then have like a city core, or that's more built up but mainly just smaller suburbs? Or do you want to see like full-on grid city everywhere across this map? Put in the comments below, and then I'll kind of keep a tally of how many comments are coming in, and then whenever the time comes to make that decision, because obviously we have to start out with low density residential anyways, so ultimately we're limited by that anyways, and we can't really do a whole lot right now because I haven't built anything, so I might as well pause the time so it's not ticking by. Yeah, so put in the comments, do you want to see individual pockets of town or bigger cities? I will then in a few episodes, if not next episode, we will see what needs to be done. That's kind of something I just thought on the fly here, and there's going to be a lot of that. We'll see and I'll put a vote then in, and that will be the main vote topic of do you want to see pockets or not. But I just want to know what you guys want to see in this town. So if you have any suggestions, whether it's pockets, not, or if you want to see other things like, do you want it to be very touristy? Do you want to see this, that, parks everywhere, all this stuff? Just kind of put that in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see this city become, because this is your city. Think of this as your city. These are the prime viewer. I need to come up. Oh, also another thing, this is going to kind of tag on your comments. Just do a list of stuff. What should our community name be? I know there's a lot of YouTubers that have like it's something relating to their name. Like I was almost thinking the Prime Army, but I know a lot of people do stuff with Army. I don't know. Or like if there's some other fun thing that kind of relates to Prime. If you can kind of manipulate the word prime into something, obviously keep it appropriate, but come up with a community name, and that's what you guys will be called. And this city is yours. Now, of course, it's called Prime Harbor because it's a harbor-based city, but you guys are the ones ultimately creating most, if not all, the major decisions. I'm just the one building it, essentially, so you guys get to see your creation come to life. Well, that is basically it for me right now. I know that's kind of, a lot of you will be disappointed in this video because I'm not actually building yet. Main reason is I'm actually not feeling well right now. Although I wanted to do this and I wanted to get this going because the first decision obviously will impact how we design this. Ultimately, we can't, for example, even if you guys decide to go green, I can't necessarily start doing green right away, but I can decide how it's all going to be laid out, in the sense of how we're going to do a green city, if there's going to be lots of trees and more space and stuff like that. And then greed is very tight packed, even if it is smaller residential, and we won't then upgrade to green products. It'll be more polluted, but we'll most likely get more money, bang for our buck sort of thing. Anyways, that's enough from me in this short little episode, so be sure to vote on your thing, and we'll see you in the next one. Green or greed? Both of these will completely change the storyline for Prime Harbor, so be sure to cast your vote in the little eye icon, or what they also call the cards, above.